Anyone more than one mobile phone?
Ada yang punya lebih dari satu teleponnya?
More than one? Have two?
Ada yang punya
On
dua?
your luggage and pocket?
No.
Okay. So actually, I can say that in Hong Kong, mobile phone nowadays is normal. Even in Indonesia, in Philippines, not like 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years ago. Maybe have a mobile phone is already very good. But now everyone must have one or two or three. Yeah. In Hong Kong, normally you will have at least 1 to 2. Mostly will be 2.
Ya, jadi sebenarnya kalau kalian punya telepon itu juga hal yang biasa ya. Kalau dibanding 10 tahun yang lalu itu kan itu paling luar biasa. Kalau sekarang udah biasa kalau memang kalian punya telepon ya, mungkin ada yang punya 1 atau 2.
Yeah.
Itu sudah biasa.
The one you have is number one is the one you bring from Philippines or from Indonesia, and some employer will give you one because they want to call you. Yeah, sometimes then you have 2. After you work for 3 months, 4 months, you get a new salary. You see the mobile phone good, I buy one more, the new one. So you don't want to throw away the old one. You have become free.
Ya, karena mungkin nanti kamu kan dari Indonesia itu udah punya 1 ya, udah kerja di rumah majikan, ada majikan akan kasih kamu handphone 1 karena mereka biar gampang menghubungi kamu. Ya, nanti setelah 4 bulan kerja, kamu udah punya gaji, kamu ngelihat handphone bagus, kamu beli lagi. Yang lama sayang kalau dilihat biru, ya. Jadi akhirnya kamu punya 3 telepon genggam.
Benar? Correct?
Benar nggak?
Do you think it's like that? Maybe after you work for another 6 months, you see the new model, have the iPhone X Plus. I also want to buy.
Telingannya 2, yang punya 3 gimana nanamnya?
Ya.
So, how to use the phone in the house or every day, that you also a little bit pay attention. I could say that most employer, they understand you get a phone. Maybe they never say, maybe you can never use the phone in the house like that. But I think the important is when you are working, try not to use the phone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ya, jadi cara penggunaan telepon itu harus kamu batasi ya. Bukan berarti tidak boleh pakai. Majikan mungkin kadang tahu kamu punya handphone, tapi bukan berarti kamu nggak boleh pakai handphone, tidak. Tapi kamu sendiri harus tahu waktu, ya, cara pakainya. Jadi pintar-pintarlah menggunakan waktu. Ya.
Sometimes, actually, there are sometimes possible you can use a phone. Of course, when you finish the work, maybe you finish the work 10:30, 11 o'clock. After you take a shower, when you come back to your room, you can check your endless SMS or make a short-term time recording. And then another time, sometime if you go to the market or you go to send the children to the tuition, maybe you go there, it's 20 minutes, and then the tuition is 1 hour, and then your employer asks you to wait for the children to finish the tuition, you still have 1 hour waiting. You have nothing to do. Sometimes, yeah, use a mobile phone, make a phone call, send SMS. It's actually, to me, it's quite normal.
Sebenarnya normal ya, kalau misalnya kamu menggunakan telepon ya, mungkin setelah kamu kerja, kamu ada waktu senggang, kamu kirim SMS ke rumah, nanya kabar ya sebentar gitu, oke. Atau mungkin kamu lagi ngantar anak ke sekolah, anaknya udah masuk sekolah, kamu berhenti sebentar untuk nanya kabar juga masih oke ya. Jadi itu sebenarnya menurut Bapak juga nggak terlalu masalah besar, cuman ya kamunya harus jangan kelewat batas gitu.
The problem is sometimes not every morning after the employer go out to the work, and then you already start a video call with the friend or with the husband or with the boyfriend. 1 hour, 2 hours, still not start your work. This is not good.
Ya, tidak bagus ya kalau misalnya majikan kamu begitu udah keluar rumah, kamu langsung video callan sama mungkin suami, pacar, itu sampai sejam, udah ngerti, udah waktunya kerja. Nah itu tidak bagus ya.
Then you need to control yourself.
Yes.
Kamu harus bisa mengontrol diri kamu sendiri.
Yeah, sometimes employer call, I always no one answer, or when I call the phone always online like that. Then employer also know you are using the phone.
Ya, kadang mungkin majikanmu akan telepon kamu loh, kok nggak bisa nyambung nih, ya. Mereka juga akan tahu loh, ini ngomongnya kok lama banget, karena mereka akan mencoba terus. Itu juga nggak bagus kan?
And if I ask you not to use a mobile phone, actually it's also impossible. But the main point is when you work first.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Finish your work, sometime maybe you check the SMS or you make a phone call for 2 to 3 minutes. I think sometimes cannot be avoided. Maybe employer can understand. But don't always just keep calling for 1 hour, 2 hours. When you bring the children to school, the children just in the front run away, and then you still video call with your friend. This is not good.
Yes.
Ya, tentu saja kita juga nggak boleh bilang ya, kalian nggak boleh pakai telepon, enggak, ya. Cuman kalian ya itu harus bisa tahu waktu.
Yeah, and also one thing is important is last few months we had one case for Indonesia. The workers help the children to take a bath. They are on live. Yeah, on the Facebook. So was catched by the employer and the police also. Yeah,
Ya,
this is
ini-
not allowed in Hong Kong.
Ya, ini juga penting ya. Ini ada kejadian benar-benar terjadi. Mbaknya itu lagi mandiin anaknya, dan anaknya itu waktu dimandiin, waktu kerja itu dia live, tahu ya live ya, langsung siaran langsung gitu. Ya, ya dan itu karena dia siaran langsung di Facebook, akhirnya ditangkap polisi dan bersalah karena itu melanggar hak asasi anak deh.
Cannot here have the law to protect the children. Yeah, like the children no dress. You are not allowed. You have no right to make it public.
Ya, di sini ada undang-undang yang melindungi anak ya, karena mungkin termasuk undang-undang seperti pornografi ya. Walaupun itu bukan porno ya, anak-anak nggak pakai baju, nggak pakai celana, jadi tidak berpakaian, kamu foto itu tidak boleh, karena ada undang-undangnya di sini. Ngerti? Ya, ingat jangan pernah diambil foto anak-anak.
Don't do the same kind of things just for fun like that.
Ya, jangan ya. Ingat ini penting ini. Jangan kamu ngerasa lucu saya foto anaknya, karena itu bukan hal yang luar biasa kan di Indonesia. Tapi di sini di Hong Kong ada undang-undangnya dan kalian bisa dinyatakan bersalah untuk itu.
And sometimes also employer have case like complaint. The worker come to employer's house, employer's room, and see employer maybe they made them the dress nice. I change the dress myself and take some photo, put on the Facebook, and the employer see from the Facebook.
Ya, ini juga ya kejadiannya, ngelihat baju majikan bagus, ya dipakai, dibuat foto, buat mejeng di Facebook, akhirnya majikan tahu itu juga melanggar aturan, ngerti?
So I mean, you have a phone. Sometimes nowadays the technology is good, internet is good. Yeah, sometimes maybe later on we have also some training like this, the video, the YouTube. Also we put on the internet like that, and they put it on YouTube for you. If something you don't understand, you can also take a look again. But what I mean is, need to behave, need to control yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, use in the right time. Don't employer come back, you still keep on talking to the employer or hiding in the kitchen, checking with your boyfriend like that. Try not to do this.
Ya, jadi sekarang yang namanya teknologi udah canggih ya, punya handphone, punya bisa bermedia sosial itu hal yang biasa. Tapi tentu saja kalian itu diminta untuk menjaga sikap. Dalam arti tidak semuanya itu kamu kerjakan, kamu unggah di media sosial. Ya, jadi kalau misalnya majikan pulang itu kerjaan nggak beres, tapi kamu kelihatan kamu itu masih main telepon, itu kan tentu saja tidak bagus. Jadi kita tekankan kembali di sini bahwa kalian itu harus bisa mengontrol diri kamu sendiri. Ya, kamu itu harus bersikap yang baik.
And the last thing is about if you have problem, I think our staff will give you also the calling card, have the telephone number in the office. You have problem, try to call us. We see if you can solve the problem. Also with you. Yeah. Sometimes maybe minor things like that.
Ya, dan tentu saja juga kita akan kasih kalian kartu nama. Di kartu nama itu ada nomor telepon. Jadi kalau kamu punya masalah-masalah atau punya ada yang mau ditanyakan, kalian boleh tanyakan ke kita.
And everyone will come here, whether especially when you work in a short time, maybe the first month, second month, sometimes during the work in your employer house, have a little bit problem is very normal. Yeah, you should expect that.
Yes.
Ya, jadi hal yang biasa, hal yang normal. Kalau misalnya ada kejadian bahwa ada masalah sedikit di rumah majikan, itu adalah hal yang biasa. Ya.
Sometimes if you have little bit problem, maybe even employer complain a little bit, talk loudly a little bit, just take it easy.
Yes.
Don't think employer scold me, complain me, I feel very hard, I want to go home. Don't do this. Understand? Maybe employer complain a little bit today, maybe you forget to do something, but tomorrow the employer already forget. Just like normal day. Yeah, you don't put it in your mind too much. 2 weeks I cannot sleep like that. Okay?
Ya, jangan terlalu diambil ke hati ya kalau misalnya kamu dimarahin majikan walaupun hal yang kecil ya, karena kadang mereka itu cuma ngomong, habis itu sejam 2 jam atau sehari kemudian itu mereka sudah lupa ya, sudah tidak mengambil ke hati, tapi kamu itu masih mandek di hati kamu nanti.
Maybe employer just want you to remind you next time don't do this, or ask you to write down something so you will not forget. Next time try to do better. Just say sorry, next time I try to do better. That's very simple things.
Oke.
Ya, mungkin majikan hanya mau mengingatkan kamu gimana kerja lebih baik ya, jadi kamu memperbaiki diri lah, jadi kerjanya lain kali itu lebih baik.
And normally after you can work 2 to 3 months, when you know what the employer like, when you know what you should do, then the work will become more easy.
Dan biasanya setelah kamu kerja 2-3 bulan, kamu sudah tahu apa yang disukai, apa yang nggak disukai oleh majikan, maka kamu sudah kerjanya bisa lebih gampang.
Also, don't easy to give up your job, don't easy to break the contract.
Ya, juga jangan gampang menyerah ya, karena kerjaan ini adalah yang sudah ada di tangan kamu. Jangan merasa udah saya nggak mau kerja lagi, saya mau ngetik kontrak. Itu kan nggak bagus ya, udah susah-susah dapat kerjaan, kok gampang menyerah gitu.
Sometimes maybe the employer have a little bit complaint, but when the employer still keep you in the house, that means they are still okay.
Kadang majikan itu mungkin ada komplain ke kalian ya, tapi kalau majikan masih mau mempekerjakan kamu itu sebenarnya itu bukan masalah.
And that's what I said. Don't easy to give up, don't easy to break the contract, because especially the first time to come to Hong Kong, everyone must experience this process. After you work 3 to 4 months, and then after you work 3 years, when you take a look back here at the time, this is very easy. It's not really difficult.
Ya, semua orang akan mengalami ini ya. Di awal mula 2-3 bulan itu masa-masa sulit, tapi setelah kerja udah 3 tahun itu kalau dilihat kembali itu adalah kerjaan yang gampang.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ngerti?
Don't always easy listen to the other people, the friend or the auntie or the others, because once you break the contract, you need to go give the notice, you need to compensate the employer, and then even you can find a second employer, you still need to wait for 2 to 3 months, low money, low salary, and then next employer you still need to spend the money. So actually it's a big money also. Why you don't try to just keep continue? Maybe after you climb up the difficulty, and later on will be easy.
Jangan gampang menyerah ya, karena kamu kan udah kerja. Kalau misalnya kamu menyerah, akhirnya kamu harus ganti lagi majikan, itu kan harus ada biaya lagi gitu. Kenapa nggak kamu kerja baik-baik dan itu yang menghasilkan itu adalah kamu sendiri.
Yes, how you understand employer, just the normal people, normal family. Not every employer maybe have experience like the agent. Sometimes they talk nicely, sometimes maybe they talk a little bit strict, sometimes maybe they talk a little bit loudly. But the important is in general, most employer is just like normal people, normal family. They want you to help in their family.
Ya, kamu juga harus mengerti bahwa majikan kamu itu juga adalah manusia biasa ya. Jadi kadang dia juga mungkin nggak tahu seperti agent gimana caranya, gimana kehidupan kamu. Jadi kadang kalau dia ngomong ke kamu itu agak kencang sedikit suaranya, itu bukan berarti marah ke kamu. Jadi kamulah yang harus mengerti untuk itu.
Yeah, and nowadays, and this is your job. It is as an agent, we have the responsibility, we have the duty to teach you or to tell you what to do, what not to do. We hope we do our job. This is our job. We hope you can make it.
Ya, dan ini adalah kerjaan kamu ya, dan tugas kita sebagai agent itu memberitahukan kepada kamu ya gimana caranya supaya kamu itu bisa kerja bagus di sini. Jadi kita juga berharap kamu itu bisa berhasil kerja di sini.
But you are the one to work in employer house, not me. So you must be the one also how to learn, how to adjust, how to be patient, how to work fast, how to cook to the children, to the employer. You are the one to have to do it.
Yes.
Ya, tapi tentu saja kalianlah yang kerja di rumah majikannya, bukan kita. Jadi kamulah yang harus mengerti apa yang sudah kita kasih tahu ke kamu itu harus kamu terapkan nantinya. Ngerti?
Little bit difficult in the beginning, but later on, see every month have the salary and have the money in the bank book, then you will be happy.
Yes.
Susah di depannya, tapi nanti di belakangnya itu kalau kamu lihat buku bank kamu itu yang senang siapa kamu ya, karena wah banyak banget.
You see, Hong Kong is, I can say, is also a nice place. Everything is easy. Buy the food easy, take the train is easy, and many friends. Yeah, in your place, in the supermarket, in the market, in the school, so many friends. Holiday, you can go out to take a walk, to buy something, or even karaoke with the friend, go for hiking. You will be happy here.
Yeah.
But of course, number one is to work first, work good, so you can stay here for a long time.
Yes.
Ya, nantinya kalau kamu sudah kerja di sini ya, kamu akan bisa melihat sebenarnya banyak sekali teman-teman yang satu daerah dengan kalian ya, mungkin di rumah atau di jalanan, di pasar, itu biasanya banyak sekali teman ya. Dan kalau misalnya nantinya kalian kerja udah lama di sini, yang lebih senang itu sebenarnya kalian.
Yeah, sometimes, for example, like us, besides the salary you have, actually you can also learn from the employer, learn from some Hong Kong people. Yeah, you go to immigration, you go to the shop, or you see how what we are doing, how we speak, how the way we teach you. Everything actually you can learn. Yeah, beside the money, beside the salary, you can get something more. Some knowledge, you can get some the way we do the things. When you learn this, later on maybe when you go back Philippines, when you go back Indonesia, how you work again in your place, or how you teach your children. Yeah, you learn the employer how to teach your children. Maybe you think this is good way. Maybe one day you have the children, or you are back, you know how to teach them a better way. This is also the other kind of things that you can learn from Hong Kong.
Yes.
Sebenarnya selain mendapatkan gaji di sini, kalian juga bisa banyak belajar ya. Belajar dari mana? Belajar dari bagaimana cara orang sini kerja, seperti tadi di imigrasi ya, kalian ambil KTP itu gimana cara kerjanya, gimana cara orang sini ngomong, gimana cara orang sini menjalankan sesuatu, itu semuanya juga bisa kalian pelajari selain dari gaji yang kalian dapatkan. Jadi keuntungannya cuma bukan karena dari dapat gaji gitu, enggak. Sebenarnya kalian juga bisa belajar banyak hal dari sini.
Yeah. So yeah, tell yourself, I can make it.
Ya, jadi kasih tahu diri kamu sendiri ya, saya bisa.
Yeah. Have the problem, don't be hesitate to come back to us when you're on holiday, or you can call us, inform us the problem. We try to solve it.
Ya, kalau kalian libur ya, kalian boleh ke kantor, atau kalian ada masalah, kalian juga bisa hubungi kita. Kita akan bantu untuk mencari solusi untuk kalian.
Okay, just